All right, guys, so now let's have some fun here. I just want us to play along with these buttons. Let's do something unique and something different. So what I'm going to do is, because we are creating this project absolutely from scratch, and I believe you guys will be using this project. You guys will be selling this project. Let's make something unique. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to create a new folder. Then I say custom controls, just like that. This is going to be my custom control folder. Let's just move this. Oh, why am I creating this inside that? Let me just delete this. Just click on this PC, then let's say custom controls. Good. So inside this custom controls, I'm actually going to create a class, and this class I'm just going to say my button, right? Good. So we're just going to create our own button. Listen very well. We're just going to create our own button, which we will be using for this project. So first of all, let's do some basic imports. That's what we're going to do in this video. So we're just going to say imports system.drawing.2d. Yeah, we're just going to import that. Then we just import system.windows.forms. It's very important because we're just going to work on that. Now inside our button, we have to inherit button, right? And now let's create a private colors, which of course we just going to use it to refer to the colors. So let's say private. I'm just going to say top color. So you're just going to tint the button colors, so as color, and that is equal to color dot, you can use any color you want to use, but I'm going to use light green. And I'm just going to declare the same thing, and this is going to be bottom color as color, that is equal to color dot, so let's use orange to blend up with the colors. So I'm just going to declare a public property. So public property, call it top color as color, right? And we're just gonna get, and inside the get, we're just gonna return m dot top color. Yes, then we end it. So inside here, the m top color should be equal to value. Excellent. Then me dot invalidate should work, right? Just like this. That looks perfect. So we're just going to do the same thing for the bottom color. So I'm just going to say put this here, and this is going to be bottom color, just like this. And this is going to be m bottom color, this is going to be m bottom color, just like this, right guys? That is very, very interesting. Now let's add up some protections. So protected overrides sub, and we're just going to say on paint. Then let's add a bival. E as paint event as. Okay, so what we're going to say is my base dot on paint, just like this. And what is going to be painting is the E from here, right? That looks perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to say is let's use LGB, the colors as linear gradients, and that is going to be linear gradient brush, and that is going to be new linear gradient brush. That is going to be me dot client rectangle. Yeah, okay. Yes, so let's continue. So what we're going to say is me.client rectangle then the M top color, then the M bottom color, just like this, and you just set it up to 90.0 frames, just like this. Okay, that looks perfect. Now let's see what we can do from this side as well. So whilst we are using this, we just also have to use text, because we're gonna place text in there. So we're just gonna say using text brush, a solid brush, just like this, and it's equal to be new solid brush, and inside this solid brush is going to be me.4 color. So we're just going to use 4 colors for the text on our button, on our custom button we're going to create. Okay, so we're just going to say format dot align. So let's use format. So we're just going to say using format as strange format, that is equal to be strange format, just like this. Perfect. So how we're going to say is format dot alignment should be, it should get horizontal alignment. Let's say get horizontal alignment, just like this. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, no problem, we'll just get horizontal, or let me see, I think my spellings are sometimes because my keyboard is misbehaving, sometimes my spellings are sometimes no problem. Let's say format dot linear. Okay, so let's use line alignment. It's gonna get vertical alignment. Good, excellent. Okay, no worries. Then we say either graphics dot fill rectangle, and it's gonna be from the LGB and me dot client rectangle. All right, good. So all right, so we're just gonna copy the same thing, or we just say oh come on, dot graphics, we just fix it, dot drawing, let's draw strange, that is going to be me dot text, then we say me dot fonts, then we say text brush, which we declared, and me dot client rectangle. Yes, me dot client rectangle. Then we just add the format, right? So we just say format, just like that. We're just gonna say all right, that looks quite interesting. So whilst we are using this, we are good to go. All right, let's see what we can do here before we continue. I'm actually going to take this my base on paint out, because okay, so we are overriding on paint, so it should be a bival this guy should be off, right? And it should be in here instead, not a prevent, it should be in here, right? Okay, so bival as paint. I told you that my keyboard is actually messing up with me. That is the reason why I find it sometimes difficult. So my base is on this, and no worries, let's just declare these functions. So let's go ahead and then say let's declare private function, and I'm just gonna copy this get horizontal, or let's use the vertical first. So get vertical alignment, I don't want to make mistakes, so this is going to be as strange alignment, right? Okay, so we are going to return C type, and we're just going to use math. So the log, yes. So we're just going to say me dot text align, just like this, and we add 2D, right? Okay, so whilst we are done with this, we're just going to divide this by 4, right? Then we say strange alignment should take place, just like this. All right, then we just end the function. That's perfect. So that same thing gonna be happening to the other one. So I'm just gonna copy this, and this is going to be for the horizontal. So I'm just going to copy this since I don't want to make a mistake. Just paste it here, and this is going to be the same thing, but here we're just going to use mode, right? So we're just going to say mode and do that. Perfect. All right, so this is what we're going to say, but it's not going to be divided. It's just going to be something like this. So that's it. That really works fine. So our button function is actually working perfectly fine. Yeah, so let's just go to build, rebuild solution. Perfect, and it is being built. Now when I go to my dashboard here, then I just delete these buttons. I can now go here. Let me just close all these guys up. I think these are third-party projects I've added. So you see I have my button here, so I can just drag and drop my button here as a class, and there you go, I have my button 1. Perfect. So yeah, so if I want to change the colors of this, I just have to come down here. I can really choose any color I want to choose, and it's gonna take place, right? I can really choose any color I want to choose. Maybe white. I mean, any color you want to choose is gonna work. And also you can change the text as well to maybe scan now, you know, and the fonts also works fine. You can use maybe 20 or 30 or any font size you want to choose. It really works fine. And one interesting thing is you can add an icon, an image to this as well. So I can just choose an image. Maybe the dashboard is very big, so you see very big here, and I'll just align this not in the middle center but to this side. And well, I don't know, I didn't added that one as well, but I think we've basically gotten a button we can use as a custom button. So yeah, this is it. So let's save this and let's just run this and let's see how it actually works. Yeah, there you go. So it really works fine. You can go ahead and then, you know, add some effect, click effects and all that, and it's actually going to work perfectly fine. All right, so I think we have done this custom button, and we will end here. We will be adding additional tools like you know, checkboxes and all that, so that you can sell your project, you know, you can sell it commercially. So yes, on our next lesson we're going to see how we can continue our UI designing if we want to implement this to the sidebar. Or let's say if we want to implement it here, we can do so, or we can just go ahead and then customize this and everything is going to be all right guys. Okay, so until then, have a nice day, and Ikesoft Original is out.